In the winter of 1725, Kisilyeva did not just freeze. It began to whisper. Long before the outside world gave our terror a name, we felt it in the soil, a shadow crossing the threshold of the living. With the sound of rhythmic grinding of the pestle in background, Luca sits at the wooden table, his hands trembling slightly as he wraps a clean linen cloth around an iron blade.
Stop grinding for a moment, Mira. My head feels as though the ice has gotten inside the bone.
She stops, looking up.
It's the yarrow root, Father. It will break old Marika's fever if we boil it with honey. But it won't cure whatever is keeping you awake.
He sighs, leaning forward.
I am old enough to remember the Great War, child. I have seen men die of the sword, of the flux, of the winter rot. But old Goran, I stood over his bed yesterday. His skin was the color of curdled milk, yet his veins were black, and his mouth.
You said he died of a sudden congestion. That is what you told his widow.
Because truth in a village like this is a spark in a dry hayloft. If I tell them I don't know what drained the life from him in 3 short days, they will look for devils in the dark.
She stands, placing a hand on his shoulder.
Then we give them medicine, Father, not ghost stories. Let the church handle the spirit. We mend the clay.
But the clay was already returning to the earth. Grief was rapidly hardening into something much sharper, panic. His voice raised, cutting through the wind.
And so we commit the soul of Goran to the dust, imploring the Almighty to bind him to his rest, to grant his spirit peace, and to keep his feet from wandering the path of the wicked. Amen.
She whispered to her father.
Look at the gravediggers. They aren't even waiting for the final blessing to throw the earth back in. Why the haste?
Hush, Mira.
Overhearing, father turned sharply towards Mira.
Haste is a virtue. When the winter threatens to freeze the ground solid, daughter of Luca, or do you believe we should leave our dead out for the wolves?
She stepped forward, quietly defiant.
Custom says we watch the body for 3 days, Father Andrea, to ensure the spark is truly gone. Goran was warm when they closed the lid.
Father steps closer, eyes narrowing.
Goran was cold enough to chill the room, girl. Do not bring your heretical doubts to consecrated ground. The village is uneasy. Your tongue does not help.
Peter was sitting on a low stool, carving a piece of pine wood, while Mira was stitching a woolen cloak.
Mira, do you think old Goran is going to heaven?
Without looking up from her sewing, she says,
He was a good neighbor, Peter? He gave you that sweet bread last harvest, didn't he? He's at peace.
The boys by the well said he was cursed. They said his eyes stayed open, even when the priest pressed copper coins to his eyelids. They said he was staring at the woods.
She puts down her sewing, kneeling beside him.
The boys by the well have nothing better to do than scare themselves because the river is frozen and they cannot fish. Look at me.
He looks at her, eyes wide and anxious.
Is the sickness coming for us?
No. I have boiled the pine needles, and we have enough salt and grain for the solstice. I won't let anything happen to you. You understand? You have my word.
He nods, leaning his head against her shoulder.
I believe you. You always know what to do.
Isolation is a shield until someone pierces it. That evening, the road from Belgrade brought a guest we never asked for. An ornate black carriage with frosted windows rolls into the center of the square. Vasilie steps down into the slush. Fine dark wool coat, silver clasps, a stark contrast to the villagers' homespun clothing.
Look at those boots. That's Austrian leather. What is a nobleman doing in a graveyard of a village?
She whispered loudly.
Quiet, woman. He'll hear you.
After scanning the crowd, in a smooth and perfectly calm voice, he said,
Good evening. I am looking for the keys to the Krnoyevich estate on the northern ridge. I was told the village elder holds them.
Father stepped forward from the church doors.
The estate has been abandoned for 20 years, sir. The roof leaks, and the woods have reclaimed the garden. It is no place for a gentleman of your station.
The isolation suits my purposes perfectly, Father, and the damp does not trouble me. Who do I pay for the lease?
He said with a faint, cold smile.
The crown takes the taxes, but the keys are here.
He hands them over reluctantly.
May I ask your name, traveler, and your business in Kisilyeva?
Vasilie, and my business, Holy Father, is simply to be forgotten.
My father needed wild willow bark from the ridge to steep for the village elder's aching joints. I told myself I was only doing my duty, but my feet knew the path led past the old gates. Sound of Mira's boots crunching on frozen twigs could be heard when a tall silhouette appears through the mist.
You walk very softly for someone carrying a heavy basket.
Startled, pulling her shawl tighter, keeping her ground, she said,
And you stand very still for someone who just arrived. You're the stranger from the square.
He stepped closer, light catching his sharp features.
The stranger, an efficient title. And you are the healer's daughter, who argued with the priest at the grave.
Word travels fast when the village has nothing else to talk about. You shouldn't be out here without a lantern. The fog hides the ravine.
I have excellent vision in the dark, mistress.
Mira. Just Mira? Why the Krnoyevich estate? It's a ruin. People say it's haunted by the ghosts of the plague years.
He leaned slightly closer, gaze intense and unblinking.
Ghosts are remarkably quiet neighbors, Mira. They do not ask where you came from, and they do not care why you stay awake when the rest of the world sleeps, unlike the living.
She felt a strange pull, almost snatching her breath away.
The living are afraid. You shouldn't mistake their suspicion for malice.
And you? Are you afraid of me?
She looked directly in his luring eyes.
I don't know enough about you to be afraid, yet.
He lets out a soft, genuinely amused chuckle.
An honest answer. A rare currency in these parts. Go home, Mira. The air is turning sharp.
Mira was walking back, basketfuller, while Vasilie was leaning against the stone wall, staring down at the cracked ice.
Still wandering? For someone who wants to be forgotten, you keep appearing on my path.
Perhaps the path belongs to neither of us. Or perhaps... I was waiting to see if you would pass this way again.
She stopped beside him, setting down her basket.
A nobleman waiting in the frost for a village girl? If the tavern keeper sees you, the gossip will reach Belgrade by morning.
Let them talk. Their world is small, bounded by their crops and their church. Tell me, Mira, you study the herbs, the blood, the bone. Do you believe everything has an explanation?
I believe nature has laws. We just don't always know how to read the language they are written in.
And if there are things outside of nature, things that exist in the margins between life and something else?
She scoffed softly, though captivated by him.
That sounds like the poetry they read in the city salons. Out here, things are simpler. You live, you work, you die, and the earth takes you back.
He moved closer, hand hovering just above her sleeve without touching.
And if the earth refuses to take you back?
She shivers, looking down at his hand.
Your hands must be freezing. You aren't even wearing gloves.
I do not feel the cold the way you do.
Mira glances down at the moonlit snow beside the bridge. She frowns faintly. Vasilie stands in the full light of the moon, yet the snow beside his feet holds no shadow. She stares for just a moment, then shakes her head slightly, dismissing it. She was reaching into her basket when her fingers brush against a sharp wire on the rim.
Here, I have some dried...
She winces, pulling her hand back. A single bright drop of blood wells up on her index finger. Vasilie freezes instantly. His entire demeanor changes, eyes fixating entirely on the drop of blood, body going rigid, not even seeming to breathe. She noticed his intense, rigid stance.
Vasilie? It's just a scratch.
His voice dropped to a strained low timbre.
You are bleeding. Hide it.
What?
Wrap it in your shawl. The winter air. It makes the scent of iron carry further than you think. There are things in these woods that are drawn to it. Go back to your brother, Mira. Now.
He stepped back into the shadows of the bridge, turning his face away.
What things?
She asked quietly, unsettled, in a voice barely audible, almost to himself.
The kind that do not show up in your father's medicine books.
He said. He took a pause, without turning back to face her.
Go, please.
The morning did not bring light. It brought the realization that old Goran was only the first course of a feast we could not see. A young woman, Melissa, lies sprawled in the straw, skin translucent, bone white, dark fluid stains her lips, abdomen visibly distended.
Look at her. Look at her mouth. She's been drained like a slaughtered calf.
He said, screaming.
Step back. All of you step back. Luca, what is this?
He came, pushing through the crowd.
Father, look. There are no wounds on her chest, no signs of a struggle. But here, on the throat, 2 small punctures, bruised and torn.
She was kneeling beside the body, hands trembling as she touches Malika's cold neck.
It's the same as Goran. The blood has settled in the wrong places. It's not right. This isn't a disease.
He said, in a shaking voice.
The devil is in the village. He is taking our daughters.
Falling to her knees, weeping, she said.
People of Kisiljeva, the authorities in Belgrade tell us to pray and pay our taxes. But the Holy Church knows when the wolf is in the fold. This is no affliction of the flesh.
His voice booming, filled with fanatic certainty. Shouting from the crowd, Mira said,
Father Andrea, we must examine the water, the grain. We cannot let fear dictate.
Pointing his torch at Mira, he silenced her.
Silence, girl. Your medicine is blind to the dark. The Austrians across the river have a name for this abomination. A corpse that rises from its hasty grave to steal the breath and drink the life of its own kin.
The crowd muttered in terror, drawing closer together.
They call it a vampir.
A collective gasp ripples through the crowd.
And it does not hide in the forests. It has taken a house among us. It sits on our ridge, watching us bleed.
Every villager turns their head toward the dark northern ridge. Far up on the hill, a single cold light flickers in the window of the old Krnojević estate.
As the village stared into the dark, my heart hammered against my ribs, not out of terror for the monster they named, but because I remembered the cold intensity of his eyes and the shadow he did not cast.
The light in Vasilia's window flickers once, then goes out. Complete darkness on the ridge.